And you know I wouldn't do that to you. You know I wouldn't treat you that way. No, I've been running, can't catch up. Oh love, what I won't do. Oh, you got me chasing waterfalls. Oh, you got me chasing waterfall. All of the times I've been there, times I came through.
I am very thankful to Department of Cardiology, Dr. Prakash and the whole faculty of cardiology who has organized this meet today. The purpose of this meeting is to meet each other rather than this presentation, so that we have the opportunity in future to meet again and again. So I have applied for various licenses and approvals for the heart transplantation in this town, and things are under process and government will take its own time. I wish that approvals are given to me so that I can do one transplant here and go. Can you start this video, please? 4-year-old man. No plateaus are there, LED is not there. There is a ramus is there, big size ramus that is diseased. And see the right shoot. And the shoot is going and there is no much vessel on the anterior surface on the left side. And now you see there is a one vessel ramus here having a block there, and spider web you can see. LED is not there, and lot of disease is there in the circumflex also. See the right side shoot, it's a diffusely diseased, the right side vessel. So there is no much chance of any grafting here. So what type of CME operation you will do here? And the LV is aneurysmal, it is scarred, dilated and hugely undilated like a coconut. It's like a coconut, we call it as a coconut shell operations. This is a coconut shell, the LV is like a rock solid. So what type of operation can be done here when you don't have any donors for the transplants in our country? Fine. So this is one of the non-transplant option of the heart failure surgery, where the surgery is done. See the LV shoot, and you can appreciate here, there is an axial calcification of the whole aneurysm. So you don't have a heart and you don't have expertise, and center is not ready for the heart transplantation. I was in Groot here in South Africa recently, last month. I saw these type of hearts are offered for transplantation there. We can do surgical ventricular restoration, a very good operation. There is a speech trial and a lot of controversies about 6-7 years back, but still this is a gold standard operation for the LV aneurysm in this part of the country, where the resources are less. So see the aneurysm here, this is the LV, a huge LV, dilated globular spherical LV. As you all know, LV is an elliptical structure, but it is a globular structure. It feels like a rock, it feels like a cricket ball. So there is no muscle on the anterior surface. No need to do any viability. You see there is no progression of the R waves, there is a deep Q waves, everything is suggestive of ischemic LED territory. I am cutting the LED. This is the LED here. This is the LED. This is 1 or 2 centimeter just lateral to the LED on the anterior surface of the LV. I am cutting. My knife is not poking inside because there is no muscle. There is only shell of coconut here. And I am developing a plane from whatever little bit epicardium I am finding here, and with the shell of that aneurysm, and whole shell will come out. You can appreciate how this man is living, and there are a lot of organized and fresh clots underneath. See the beauty of God. There is no embolization. Man is living. No ischemia, no stroke, no paralysis. Nothing is there. If I go crazy on this side, I will enter the right ventricle and cause a heterogenic VSD. Fine. So I am slowly making a plane between the anterior wall of the heart, which is also a scarred anterior wall, and a coconut of calcified non-viable LED territory, which has become calcified and hard. So dissecting here is the LED. There is no point of grafting this LED because the grafted blood will go to a coconut, which is having no use. There is no muscle here where your grafting or stenting will help. It can't help. So what is the procedure for it? Then you have to take another heart. His ejection fraction was 15%. So what is the option right now today in 2023? If this heart is there in America or in some other place, they will list this patient for a transplantation. Our country, we don't have donors here. Awareness is not there. Institutions are not ready for the transplant. I will do an SVR for this patient. Surgical ventricular restoration or more old terminology used to be known as a DAR procedure. And as a cardiologist, these all people know that they put IACV device and other things because these are the group of the patient which are having tendency for the sudden death, sudden cardiac arrhythmia. They put a device here which will give a shock and all those things. Fine. So can that arrhythmias be tackled surgically? It's a very costly device, you know. We have a technique. We have a cryoablation. We can ablate all the ventricular tachycardia circuits. See, now I am near the apex. If I go more crazy there is again a chance of entering into the right ventricle. So my dissection on the LED side, this is the LED. Here the dissection is over. Now I am dissecting the apex here. Now I will coming and completing it on the circumflex side. And every time I am poking my knife inside so that I will have a spot that is a soft enough so that I can enter the cavity. Till now, with my great efforts, I am unable. See the knives, they are 11 number sharp knife which can cut a finger into 2 pieces, but they are unable to go inside the LV. Fine. So here I am palpating. I am trying to see a spot where my knife can enter there, so that I have access to the LV cavity. People are scared of touching the LV, so we are making our knife on the LV in a crazy way. So you can see here I will enter the idea of showing this video is that there is a option of doing surgery on these type of patients if the hearts are not available. Earlier, Nagadi, Jacob and other people in England, they used to list all these patients for heart transformations. We have done 800 cases of these type of surgical ventricular restoration, and the results are quite phenomenal and good. I have done DAR of all the variety, interior, lateral, inferior variety, septal DARs, basal, redo DARs, and all other combinations. So I have loaded some videos in the YouTube. You can see there to enter how you will enter. This is the LV restoration surgery. A cardiac surgeon in his lifetime, an average cardiac surgeon in his lifetime, has no opportunity to enter the LV like this. This is a great privilege to enter the LV from here. Otherwise, a surgeon is always scared of touching the LV. So I have entered the LV here. You can see. Now I am inside the LV cavity. I have got a spot here to enter the LV. Now what you are going to see in the LV, there are some papillary muscles and cardiac. Fine. So be very careful when you are entering into the LV. See, you should not rupture, you should not cut any cardiac papillary muscle, otherwise there will be mitral regurgitation. You can see a lot of clot is there in the LV. Some fresh clot is there, some organized clot is there. And see the coconut shell is coming out of, like, this is how the man is living with this 15-20% recurrent admissions to the hospital for heart failures, and cardiologists are giving crazy diuretics and everything, and nothing is working here in this situation, right? So this much of the shell. Now as you know, this heart is an elliptical thing. It's not a spherical thing. Because of the remodeling, because of the heart attack, myocardial infarction, there is a remodeling. The heart changes from the ellipse to a globe, sphere. Now our idea, see this shell is coming, our idea is to restore it back to normal. So God has created the LV cavity in an ellipsoid structure, like a twist of the towel. You are having a wet towel, you twist it like this, and the blood is twisted from the apex towards the base and get ejected into the aorta. But due to this aneurysm, the elliptical LV has become a globular LV. Now the plastic surgery operation on the LV to restore it back to elliptical shape is known as surgical ventricular restoration. This is the only procedure which cannot be done in a cath lab. Only a knife is required for this procedure. Fine. So the shell is going to come out. It is a wasted entry wall LV, which is the most precious wall of the whole heart. And as you can see that ECG of this man, there are deep Q waves and there is no this poor progression, rather R waves are not there. Fine. And there is no need to do any viability scan for this patient. Everything is written on the ECG and the echo of the patient. Fine. And now, okay, this shell is out. You can see some clots hanging here and there. Suck it very nicely so that after the operation, after you release the clamp, no clot goes embolized inside. Now, the second thing is going to come is ventricular fibrillation and tachycardia, which this patient is having, for which cardiology guys are putting ISCT devices. Fine. We have a very cheap device, a cryo machine, the same cryo which is used by general surgeons for hemorrhoid surgery. So we got this. You can see some capillary muscles here, and a lot of clavicular, some cardia are there. This is the interpapillary area. This is the cryo machine. This is the cryo probe, the same cryo probe which is there for the hemorrhoid surgery. We got it modified by Appuswamy Surgicals in Chennai and used it for the heart. And this machine, apart from using for the ventricular tachycardia and the fibrillation, we are doing it for the maze surgery. We are doing the cryo brain. We are doing the maze. So this same machine, very small machine and very cheap machine, which got modified. If you buy this type of machine from the other foreign companies, they are very costly. So it costs nothing, 2-3 crores are there, and you create a lane starting down where the scar is there. Identify the area, transition area, the area of the viable myocardium and the scarred myocardium. You keep on coming from down towards the free edge and create a line here, from here to the free edge. I have cut the LV into 2 portions. You create a line from here to there and keep on coming. You may require 2-3 strokes. It freezes like anything. Temperature goes to -170 degrees, and the whole tissue becomes charred out. By this mechanism, the re-entry tracts and other things, I don't know much of electrophysiology, they get disrupted, and the chances of ventricular tachycardia and ventricular fibrillation is reduced. It's not 100% ablation, but 80 to 90% of ablation can be achieved. Now coming to the surgical ventricular restoration. This is a rectangular Dacron patch which is laid into the LV cavity in such a way. This is the base of the heart. So you start it from the base. Okay, you fix it with a placket here the base. Measure this graph and tailor it and create a new apex. Apex is not there. We have to create a new apex in this patient. So this is the placket and this new apex is created. Base is created, new apex is created. This is the lateral wall which is sewed, and the completion is here with the medial wall. You have to see the transition of the non-viable and the viable muscle and create it. And keep the size of the cavity to 60 ml per square meter. There are so many devices for it, so many balloons are there. That is what is the normal LV cavity. Now you see the whole globe of the LV has become a normal cavity by doing a procedure known as surgical ventricular restoration. Over it, I have to use an IVP device to take him out of the bypass and keep it in 2-3 days in the operation theatre. The ejection fraction has improved over a period of time. It takes some time, 3, 4, 5 months. It has become from 15 to 22% to some 30-35%. And with the help of some medicine, that man has lived more than 10-15 years of life. Otherwise, he would have been dead anytime, walking on the road. Fine. And this is, as usual, closure of the LV with big Teflon sutures and a very heavy rectus abdominis type of abdominal needles. 1 of 40 number needles. You can appreciate how bulky the needle is being used to sew the heart like crazy, you know. This is just an imagination. When I saw this operation for the first time, it is like a Alice in Wonderland like situation. But these operations are done in and out like anything, as if nothing is going on. So this is the surgical ventricular restoration, a non-transplant option of the heart replacement, heart transplantation. So if heart transplant is not there, then after this type of operation, there are so many things. Likewise, you can do it on the lateral wall, inferior wall, septal wall, whichever wall it is. Now, a 1-minute video on the transplantation. So, my next operation, if possible, here in this city is a transplant operation, which is technically nothing, but it requires a great setup, and This is a transplant we had done in Bangalore 2012. कैसे करना है? Yeah. 2012 we had done this transplantation. Classical indication dilated cardiomyopathy. We took this heart. See, it's a big dilated cardiomyopathy. Ejection fraction of 10%. Heart is hardly moving. We took this heart from Colombo Hospital, that is 70 kilometers in Happel from Electronic City. In a busy traffic of Bangalore, we brought this heart from Happel to Electronic City in 20 minutes with the help of a green corridor. Oxygen of the dilated heart. So this is the oxygen of the patient's own dilated heart. And there are so many techniques to fix a new heart, by cable, and so many other modifications are there. Technical details are not the scope of this task. You can see this is a dilated heart. It's now a museum specimen only, and this is the new heart. A road traffic accident, died of the brain injury certified, and this new heart taken, fashioned, and it is matched with the recipient, and donor and recipient are matched. This heart is implanted with whatever technique the surgeon is used to, whether it is a bi-cable or a bi-atrial technique. Very simple and straightforward operation technically, but very difficult to manage it in a post-operative or in a subsequent life. When explantation and implantation is not a very difficult procedure, rather than a difficult coronary artery bypass or a narrow aortic route. So many ifs and buts. So that is not in my hand. I have told them, they are thinking on this matter. I hope they will think soon and this operation become reality in my presence. That's all.
Thank you, sir.